Hey, did you know ears are really fragile? 'Cause I do. Especially now that I have an ear infection. Hi, I'm Innocent. Today's gonna be another talkie talk video because my ear really hurts and I'm leaning to one side because my ear hurts and my jaw hurts and it hurts to talk and I'm barely moving my jaw right now. So, yeah. I tried recording this once before, but my mind was mud and it's still muddy. So let's see if the second time's the charm. The topic I wanted to talk about today was ears being fragile equals deafness equals sign language is really cool equals if I ever had to be deaf and or mute, sign language is really, really cool and I really like the language or art form or whatever it is. But that's just a muddled mess of where my mind was trying to go, and it all just boils down to sign language is really cool. It all started today because I was just thinking about how ears are really super fragile. Your hearing is basically a bone vibrating from frequencies that are bouncing around wherever. And that's cool. I really think ears are cool. But what I think is cooler is sign language. I don't know why my mind flips from there to sign language, but it does. So we're just going to talk about sign language today because it's cool. And yes, I know it's very counterproductive of me not showing myself or my hands when talking about this subject, but I'm self-conscious and we're not going to dive into that rabbit hole. So ever since I was a very young child, I love sign language. It started out by me really loving miming. I was a strange child, but when I was very young and about maybe kindergarten or first grade, I learned the alphabet for sign language. And I learned quite a few other words, but I mostly pigeon speak what I need to do. And I'm not good at it. I can get what I need out of a conversation, but I can't hold a very long conversation. I can be like, hey, where is this? Okay, thank you. Hey, I really like this that you're wearing or that you drew. Awesome, cool, thank you. I know thank you. That's what it boils down to, I know thank you. But I was rewatching, per se, the, what is their name? Deaf West Theater's production of Spring Awakening. If you haven't seen Spring Awakening, that's a very weird, depressing, yet very good musical. You should watch it. I would recommend actually going to somebody's production of it if you can, but it's online somewhere if you really want to see it. Just know that it's not recommended. Anyway, I was watching Deaf West Spring Awakening production. I don't remember when it went out or what time frame this was in. I know it's somewhere of the last few years that this actually was put on, but I know I'm getting ahead of myself. Spring Awakening is a great musical, and the signed version of it from the Deaf West Theater Company, oh my god, I love it. Sign language is always a beautiful language to me because you put so much emotion forth when you can't have all the words of a spoken language. Like, that's why I liked miming. Or even more so, silent film. I love those types of mediums because words couldn't be used. Or shouldn't, per se. But those types of mediums were my favorite thing when I was younger. I love them to bits. And it was weird because I also really liked musicals and things that definitely required hearing and or speaking and, those kind of things. But that's a different story. I really love how beautiful a language sign language is because of how expressive one has to be to get what they need to say across. Like, sign language isn't just hand movements, it's a body language and your facial expression, and I think it's really cool. And I also know that it kind of delving into it, it is a culture as well. I'm not very well versed in it, but I know that they're very welcoming. And the communities, at least around where I live, are super nice. And if you just make an effort to communicate with them, they're so nice. Disability isn't something that should be made fun of or belittled. Humans are humans. This is becoming a PSA. Whether somebody's skin color, where they grew up, whether they use a wheelchair, whether they can't hear, speak, or can't see, who the fuck cares? We're all humans. Stop being mean to people. I know that some people, when they use hate towards other people, especially online, it's because they themselves are feeling like pure shit. And they don't have a healthier way to get that emotion out of them, so they take it out on other people. And sometimes, albeit more rare occurrences, they feel attacked that a person whom they either deem equal to themselves or below themselves are surpassing them in greatness or talent or what have you. They feel attacked by that, be it personally or not, but they feel attacked, so they attack back. And that is not healthy, and that is not a way of going about things. And I know I can't fix hate with just a simple video like this, but just know if you are getting hate, it's not because of what it seems on the surface. Because of the internet, a lot of people are more harsh and brash and will just say the meanest things because there's no filter and there's no repercussion usually for them to say things that they would not normally say face to face with somebody. So like, let's use me for an example. On one of my videos that I put out recently that I have now deleted because emotions got the better of me and I just should have left it up, but it's gone now, whatever. On that video, I was showing myself and I was showing a moment of weakness, and somebody, I don't remember who, I don't care to remember who, commented that, if I remember correctly, they commented something along the lines of, wow, I guess all Americans are really that fat. Now that could have came from a place of ignorance or from a place of hatred. They could just be a hateful person and they're taking out on random internet people. And you know what? That's fine. And you know what? I know I'm fat. I have a mirror next to my bed. I can see it every single day. I can see down. I can move my neck. I can see that I am fat. That's fine. I'm not healthy either. I eat only once a day usually. No, that doesn't mean that I'm a typical American. No. Do I eat the healthiest? No. Do I barely eat? Yes. Am I a healthy individual? No. But do I know all these things? Fuck yeah. I admit that I am not the healthiest person. I have tried to be healthier, but sometimes you just don't eat. Now, me not eating isn't like me trying to be like, oh God, I'm fat, I need to stop eating to lose weight. No, that's not how weight works. That's not how losing weight works. No, I eat because I'm a forgetful person, and sometimes, well, most times, I'm just not hungry. If I'm not hungry, I don't eat. Simple as that. And because of how my metabolism is, because I don't eat until I'm hungry, my body is in survival mode. So, in survival mode, it takes every single ounce of fat that I can get into my body and stores it for later because it knows that I'm not gonna fucking eat. So it's not because I eat a fuck ton and fast food and all this. Sure, I might eat some fast food from time to time and some unhealthy things from time to time, but man, I love a bitchin' salad. I love fruits and vegetables. But not everything is what it seems. Don't judge a book by its cover is a thing because it's actually a thing. Metaphors are meant to be taken seriously. Don't judge a book by its cover is a really good one that everybody should take to heart. And that goes for people with disabilities, people who are overweight, who are really skinny. That goes for every single human on the face of the earth, even animals. Sometimes the fluffiest, cutest animals can be really, really big dicks. But I'm getting ahead of myself. And since I've basically have been talking for 20 minutes, I am in a lot of pain. If you don't know, an ear infection kind of affects your ear and your jaw and your throat, and it sucks. And when you're a voice actor and you do things like this for long periods of time, it really hurts. So I'm going to stop talking now. And yeah, I hope you learned something from this video, maybe. Maybe? I don't know where I went with this. It sounded better than my other attempt, so we'll go with that one. Second time's the charm. Okay, bye!